Oh, hey there.
Oh, hey there.
How's it going today, Kate?
It's going well. How are you?
I am well. I am Bradley, and this is the Origin of Weird.
Sure is.
Where we try to find the origin of weird. I mean, it's in the fucking title.
Need we say more?
Yes, we should. And let me do that right now. It's never going to be found because there's so much weird shit in this world.
I know it.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
We've literally only scratched the surface of weird.
Yeah. Like
the Oakville Blobs last episode. That was fucking weird.
Yeah.
For lack of a better way of saying it. And on brand. But anyways, I mean, that was weird.
At least it wasn't on Brad.
See what you did there? Oh my God.
Well,
I just want you to know I'm laughing inside.
Okay.
Okay.
So we are going all the way back to 17th century.
1600s.
That's right. That's how far weird goes back.
Well, no, it goes back further.
Probably.
Jesus, am I right? I still like the joke that my mom walked with Jesus because she's really old. Anyways, 1600s, 17th century, let's do this.
Yes. So
where are we going?
We are going to England.
Yes, we are.
And they had a very public relationship with death.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Executions in particular.
Sure. I mean, they were all about it.
At the gallows.
Yes.
Were not quiet affairs. They were...
spectacles.
They were public. Very, very public. They were social gatherings, if you will.
No, they really were. The people would come from miles to watch, oh, this person is going to get hanged. Honey, what you doing tomorrow night? Going to the gallows? Me too. No, it was a public gathering.
Me too.
Me too.
Yes, crowds gathered early. Vendors sold food, probably. We don't know. People brought their children along. Maybe there was a ring toss game where you could like win a goldfish or a big stuffed animal. We don't know.
Those games are fucking rigged. They've been rigged for 600 years.
But a hanging was part moral lesson, part ritual, part entertainment.
Oh, for sure.
And if you were condemned, your private moments were not.
No.
Final moments were not private.
So, do you think, and this is just not in your research, do you think people put bets on if they were going to shit themselves or not?
No, I would think that they would bet on if their neck snapped or not.
Now, hear me out.
Okay.
When you die, there's a very good chance you're going to shit yourself.
Yes.
Because the sphincter loses all control.
Yes.
Does it happen every time? No. Does it happen a lot of times? Oh, yes. Now, when you're hanged, which isn't a common thing in our time, obviously, gravity. I'm just saying gravity. All right. Sorry.
So once you were declared dead.
Well, yeah.
It actually meant one thing back then. It was actually useful when you died. The study of anatomy was advancing quickly, but bodies were scarce.
So they would take the bodies.
Yes. So universities were constantly in need of cadavers, and there was a law that mentioned it would allow bodies of executed criminals to be handed over for dissection.
Because basically they were null and void of being human at that point, to a lesser degree. I'm not saying exactly those words, but yes.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to grave rob anymore.
Yeah.
Because they used to do that.
Yeah.
For the advancement of human society.
So in 1650 in Oxfordshire, a young woman named Anne Greene found herself at the center of all of this. Anne Greene was not famous. She was not wealthy. She was a servant. She was young, low status, largely invisible to the world. But
what did she do?
She ended up getting pregnant.
By the husband of the people she served?
By the son of the people she served.
Oh, scandalous.
Yes.
So, do we know how old she was? What's her name?
Her name is Anne Greene.
Anne Greene.
No, I didn't come across how old she was.
Okay.
She was younger, but
how old was the son?
I didn't look that up either.
That's okay. What would you guess?
20s or
right.
Teens and 20s, somewhere around there.
That's fine.
So we're not sure if the relationship was consensual or coerced or something different.
Yeah. Because of power placement or something, yeah.
Yeah, but an unmarried pregnant servant carried enormous risk. A single accusation could ruin a woman's reputation, cost her employment, threaten her ability to survive at all in a world.
It also could threaten the family that, because, hey, this is your heir, if you will, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they could be like, hey, I have a part in this now. So in
late 1649, Anne went into premature labor.
Oh, dear.
The infant was stillborn.
Oh, shit.
She was terrified and alone, and she did the only thing that she could think of at the time to protect herself, and that was to hide the body.
Oh, shit.
But,
I mean, yeah, I get it, though.
But it was discovered.
Of course.
And under the 1624 Concealment of Birth of Bastards Act...
I didn't know that was an act.
An unmarried woman who hid the death of her child was presumed guilty of murder unless she could prove that the child had been born dead.
Oh.
Which, at the time, proving that was nearly impossible.
I say, how could you prove that?
Yeah, today there would be like an autopsy to see if there was air in the baby's lungs.
Yep, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and of course, Anne insisted that the baby had never lived, but
no, it was stillborn.
She was already presumed guilty.
Well, that's usually how the world works.
She was tried in Oxford, and the verdict came quickly with very little room for mercy, and Anne Greene was sentenced to hang.
Jesus.
On December 14th, 1650, Anne Greene was led to the gallows.
Jesus Christ.
Executions were supposed to be efficient. Short drop, rope, gravity, the end.
Neck break, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
But they're not exactly a precise calculation at this time.
You wouldn't, how do I say this delicately? They're not proficient.
No.
In their craft, if you will.
So sometimes death came by strangulation rather than a broken neck.
Oh, sure.
And that could take some time.
Yep, because they're wriggling and riling. Yep.
So Anne was placed on a ladder, and when it was kicked away, Anne struggled at the end of the rope, and the crowd watched, waiting for the moment where she would be still.
But she's...
Accounts say that friends tugged on her legs to, quicken the death.
Friends did?
Yeah, it sounds horrifying, but it was actually kind of an act of kindness because they were trying to end her suffering.
Yeah.
Half an hour later...
Oh, my God.
She was finally still. Her body was cut down, placed in a coffin, and death was officially declared. The crowd began to disperse, and the spectacle was over, or so everyone believed.
I say, so everyone thought.
As was customary, her body was delivered to physicians at the University of Oxford for anatomical study.
Wow. Did she wake up?
Perhaps.
Oh, Jesus. Seriously?
Among the doctors were Dr. William Petty and Dr. Thomas Willis, men of science, curious, practical, smart men. And Anne was no longer a person with a story. She was a specimen.
Well, of course. I mean, she was tried and blah, 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 blah. Now she's literally nothing.
Yeah.
Especially to them, because they're just scientists at this point.
Yeah.
And they have a specimen. Nobody fucking cared what she was in life at that point.
So the coffin was opened and the doctors prepared their examination. But as they worked, they noticed something.
Oh, dear.
There was a faint sound.
Like,
at first they thought it was like air escaping the body.
Was that? Help me.
But that's kind of a common occurrence, just like gases.
Yeah.
But then came like another noise, more of a gasp. And that's when they noticed that there was slight movement in her chest.
Oh, shit.
To the astonishment, Anne began to revive as her breathing deepened and her pulse grew stronger. And for, these men were trained observers. They were not prone to hysteria. And here was this woman who had been hanged, declared dead, coffin, transported, and now breathing on their table.
That's fucking wild.
They moved quickly, put their scalpels down, and they warmed her body up with placing her by a fire, rubbing her limbs, and pouring warm liqueur through her lips. And this would help like stimulate her breathing.
Sure.
They reportedly also tickled her throat with a feather.
Oh, that's a common practice still to this day.
Yeah. And bled her slightly.
I like how you're like, yeah.
Which was a medical practice back then meant to balance the humors of the body.
The what?
The humors.
Like
blood, black bile, yellow bile, and phlegm. They're like they were supposed to like balance out the body. So I don't know.
I mean, when you say humors, I'm like, that's a good joke.
Yeah, they called it humors. Anyway,
I didn't know that. Okay.
So she began to speak in faint whispers, and within hours she was conscious enough to respond.
Wow.
So within days she was able to sit up in bed.
Okay.
Now very much alive. So the word spread rapidly.
Sure.
A hanged woman had come back to life. And in a deeply religious society, this was not merely medical, it was theological.
Correct, because
it was miracle.
Everyone's like, oh, thanks be to Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many interpreted her survival as divine intervention. If God had allowed her to live after lawful execution, perhaps the execution had been unjust. So the physicians documented this case carefully.
Sure.
They published accounts detailing the sequence of events and the methods used to revive her.
Okay.
And in their view, it was a triumph of observation and intervention. And an excellent advertisement for their competence as well.
Well, yeah, because they want to make it seem like they're doing their fucking job properly, right?
But there was still a question that hung in the air. What does one do with a woman who's already been executed? Technically, the sentence had been carried out.
Yeah.
The rope had done its work, just not quite thoroughly enough.
So isn't it like that movie? It's got what her name? Ashley Judd.
Double Jeopardy.
Yes, thank you. Right?
I mean,
you can't be tried for the same thing if you're already found guilty or not guilty for it. So
so they were like, is she gonna be hanged again? The law did not have like a addendum for something like this.
No.
But the authorities chose not to test the fate, and Anne Greene received a pardon.
Oh, shit, really?
Yep. If some believed her survival was an act of God, it would have been unwise and probably unpopular to argue.
Who do you think she would have got a pardon from at that point? Would have been
a judge? The king?
Well, usually pardons would come from like the highest authority.
Yeah.
And
which kings can pardon.
Yeah, I don't, because Elizabeth wouldn't have been queen at this time. I think she would have already been passed. So I'm not sure who would have been king, but I would assume it would come from that level.
Yeah.
I have no idea if I'm right.
Yeah.
But that's where my brain goes. So anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So she became something of like a living curiosity as people came to see her and speak with her.
Doubt. Yep.
Confirmed that she was real and breathing and present.
Confirmed she was real.
Anne eventually married a man named John Bunn, had children, lived for years afterwards. We have court records, we have physician accounts, but we don't know anything from her point of view.
Sure.
Yeah. There were no like private recollections or diaries or anything.
Okay.
In 1650, medical knowledge of oxygen deprivation and brain injury was limited.
Yep.
And a hanging did not always mean immediate, irreversible death. If the neck did not break
Correct.
and the airway was not completely obstructed, survival, though rare, was still possible.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That day, the cold winter air may have slowed her metabolism.
Sure.
The short drop may have spared her cervical spine, and the delay before dissection may have given her body time to recover.
Yeah, no doubt.
So there are additional medical explanations like imperfect rope placement, incomplete asphyxiation.
Yep.
But there was also rapid intervention once signs of life were noticed.
Which was probably what part of the reason why she was saved, really, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because otherwise, if they neglected that and be like, it's just
just like watching her breathe.
well, they honestly, we're talking 1650s, right?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah.
They could have been like, it's just a reflex of the body.
Right.
They don't fucking know better, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, good on them for, oh shit, no. This chick is fucking alive. So,
yeah.
wow.
But her case remains one of the best documented examples of survival after execution in early modern England.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so weird because, like, so many things could have went wrong for her.
Yeah.
Because of, well, clearly certain things went wrong for her because she was hanged for
Hiding her stillborn.
Okay. I was just going to say unjustly hanged because we don't know. Nobody really knows, right? If she did what they say she did to her baby.
Yeah.
If it was stillborn, she wasn't guilty of anything.
Yeah.
So she was unjustly hung at that point. Now, on the flip side, if she did do that, okay, she was justly hung. But either way, she fucking survived this. That is impressive in the 1650s.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but I mean, could you imagine being like, yeah, I was hung once. What?
Right.
Wait, what? Yeah, now I've got 3 or however many kids she have ever. Did you say how many she had or no? Mm-hmm. Okay, but she had kids afterwards. Yeah. Married somebody else. Mm-hmm. But because she was, I don't know, had the bastard child of her words I'm looking for. People she worked for?
Yeah. It was the son of the people that she worked for. Yeah.
And it's like, holy fuck.
Well, actually, it wasn't even proven that it was that person. No, it was just potentially this person.
It was hinted at, we'll say.
Yeah.
But no proof, obviously. And they couldn't let's check the DNA.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's wait 300 years and we'll do that. So they obviously couldn't do that. That's fucking weird, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, to fucking be hung and nah, I'm good. I'm going to go on living my life.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, good on her.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well.
I suppose.
All right, buffoons. That's it for today's episode.
Buckle up because we've got another historical adventure waiting for you next time. Feeling hungry for more buffoonery? Or maybe you have a burning question or a wild historical theory for us to explore?
Hit us up on social media. We're History Buffoons Podcast on YouTube, X, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also email us at historybuffoonspodcast@gmail.com. We are Bradley and Kate. Music by Corey Akers.
Follow us wherever you get your podcasts and turn those notifications on to stay in the loop.
Until next time, stay curious and don't forget to rate and review us.
Remember, the buffoonery never stops.